Hi, I'm Becca and welcome back to Mental Health Mondays. This week we are going to continue to go over anxiety disorders. So this week we are going to cover agoraphobia. Again, I'll be using this anxiety workbook as well as my abnormal psych textbook. So the word agoraphobia means fear of open spaces, but the essence of agoraphobia is a fear of panic attacks. It is an anxiety disorder in which a person is afraid to be in public situations from which escape might be difficult or help might be unavailable if panic-like or embarrassing symptoms occur. So someone with agoraphobia may avoid places like grocery stores or freeways, not because of the characteristics of these things, but because these are situations which escape may be difficult or embarrassing in the event of panic. A fear of embarrassment plays a huge role in this disorder. A lot of people with agoraphobia not only fear having panic attacks, but also fear what other people will think of them if they do have a panic attack. To be diagnosed with agoraphobia, you must have a pronounced and repeated fear about being in at least two of the following situations, including public transportation, parking lots, bridges or other open spaces, shops, theaters, or other confined places, lines or crowds, or being away from home unaccompanied. You can see that this would be debilitating and hard to function in everyday life when you sometimes fear simply leaving your house. The other symptoms of agoraphobia include the fear of agoraphobic situations coming from a concern that it would be hard to escape or get help if panic, embarrassment, or disabling symptoms were to occur, avoidance of the agoraphobic situations, or you may endure these situations with intense anxiety if you are with a companion like a friend or family member. This mental disorder usually begins in someone's 20s or 30s, and the symptoms typically continue for at least 6 months before someone would be diagnosed. People with agoraphobia spend a lot of their time being anxious because their anxiety arises from anticipating that you might be stuck in a situation in which you would panic. Agoraphobia causes severe restrictions in your activities in life, which can lead to depression, and we will talk about the link between anxiety and depression in following weeks because those two do work together and it's not fun. Also, a lot of people who have panic disorder, where at first you simply have panic attacks that occur for no apparent reason, develop agoraphobia due to the awareness you start to develop about having panic attacks. But there are a few people who only develop agoraphobia without any panic attacks. Typically, these two disorders do go together, though. The cause of agoraphobia is still unknown, like most mental disorders, but it is understood to be caused by a combination of heredity and environment. Some environmental causes include growing up with parents who are perfectionistic and overcritical, overprotective, and or overly anxious to the point of communicating to their child through their actions that the world is a dangerous or scary place. The current treatments available right now include relaxation training, panic control therapy, exposure therapy, cognitive therapy, medication, assertiveness training, and group therapy. Again, we will go over treatments of anxiety disorders in future videos. Right now, I just want you to gain an understanding of these different anxiety disorders. And so, agoraphobia is basically the fear of not being able to escape a situation in which you may have panic-like symptoms. Again, if you watch these videos and you think you may be struggling with any of these disorders, I strongly encourage you to seek professional help so they can give you a proper diagnosis. As I'm sure you're seeing, a lot of these disorders have overlapping symptoms. Okay, so we are going to end these videos like we always do. And so I'll start with something I'm grateful for. I am grateful for the fact that it has been so nice this weekend in Chicago. I've been sick, but I've gotten to spend some time outside and it's been absolutely beautiful. The quote this week is, "You're imperfect and you're wired for struggle, but you are worthy of love and belonging." I think this quote's really cool and important because I think we're just lying to ourselves if we don't think we're ever going to struggle. But we should know that through those struggles, we still are worthy of love. So to end these videos, I'd like to say you are loved, you are not alone, and I will always be here for you. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can comment below or email me using the email right here and in the description below. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next week.